Hi guys. View on Twitch. Mute the tab. View on YouTube. Mute the tab. Mute the other tab. We are rolling on both streams. Yay! There was some rejoicing. Hi guys. I'm back again. I've already set my notoriety and also got my XP boosts, so I am, in a word, ready. In a couple more words, ready to rock and roll. So we're going to head back to the First Ward. Part of the mirror universe. And good evening to whomever has joined me. Back to talk to Noble Savage. No, that's Vanessa DeVore. That's not where I wanted to be going. There we are. Wrong way. I may be evil and working for the good guys, but that doesn't mean sometimes I don't make a wrong turn. Of course, evil's such a nebulous term. Would we really apply that simply because my character enjoys literal bloodletting? Yeah, okay, probably evil would be the right word. Hi, Noble Savage. My, you're a big fellow. Red Rain Ripper, things are getting bad. The apparitions are worse than before. The shepherds are doomsaying and the talons of vengeance are stalking the streets even in daylight. We've got to do something. I have a plan, but you won't like it. At this stage, I think I'm open to any ideas. Anything's better than awaiting the inevitable. I need a distraction to get into Cole's Tower. Cole's Tower? Oh, see, I put it wrong. I'm not getting into the Asylum right now. I'm getting into the Tower. What are you going to ask for his help? As much as I admire that, what the man has done in the past, he's a different person now, Red Rain Ripper. Cole has thrown us in the garbage. We'll get no sympathy from him. There's a magical talisman in the tower. Could end this. All right, I'll help you, but only because without you, because without it, you'll fail. Thanks, Noble. You're all right in my book. I won't open you up and watch the red flow. Praetor White has jurisdiction over Nova Praetoria. I'm going to say that again. Jurisdiction over Nova Praetoria, with strict orders to defend the Magisterium and chiefly to defend the tower. However, I know for a fact that the PPD headquarters in Magisterium is the highest value target in that area, and that Praetor White knows that too. So you hit the HQ while I sneak into the tower. Precisely. The tower is mostly administrative offices above ground, but below ground there are some maximum security doors that even I couldn't get into back in the day. That talisman you're looking for is probably down in those storage areas near the tower's reactor system. Cause the reactors to fail and the emergency override systems will unlock all the doors in the tower for safety reasons. So all the people are getting out, I get in. I'll assemble a team and get ready for the attack on the PPD HQ. When you're ready, contact me. We'll be in position. Noble, this might be a one-way ticket. Red Rain Ripper, if we do nothing, then we die for sure. This way we can at least give everyone else a chance against the Talons. Back up to the top of the tower. And Hamadon stuffs. I'm gonna get my feet wet again. No, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Ah, good. Oh, yes, again. Ugh. Oh, it's just... Infiltrate Cole's tower. Well, you know, as the emperor of this alternate universe, you know, his word is law. Cole's law. Thinly sliced cabbage. So, you've gathered your forces and are ready to venture forth. Just between you and me, I really don't think you have a chance. But best of luck anyway. When you're ready to die, let me know. Just do me a favor and don't tell anyone who opened a magical door into the lobby of Cole's tower, okay? Let's go. And by let's, I mean me. Let's means let us, and he's not going anywhere. He's just opening a passage. The forlorn attack on the PPD HQ has cleared out the otherwise well-guarded lobby of Cole's tower. While there's still time, you'll need to find Diabolique's talisman and get out quickly. Oh, hi guys. Oh, am I getting everyone? No, no, okay, that's the people getting out. That's fine, we want people getting out. PPD are responding slower than standard procedure. I'm going to take the initiative. Stand by. Oh, hello guys. There's the door I was looking for. Normally I'd be against it, but given the circumstances, I don't think freeing the prisoners... How about if I just go downstairs then? Bye, guys. Unless they're following. They are. Ha ha ha. I was waiting for him. Unlock the reactor doors, gain access to the reactors, free prisoners, Team Noble. PPD test. Responding. Well, this guy's probably going to spot me, so let's just air him out. Oh, very nice. I like big hits, and I cannot lie. Infiltrate Cole's tower. Yeah, we're doing some quality infiltrating. They left the armory under light guard. I think I found a way out. Uh-oh. Things. Many things. Okay. We got more people waiting in there. Let's take a sec, get our health back up. Regen's pretty good. I don't think we need to take a kneel unless we need endurance as well. I've rigged the third floor to blow. They're not down. I thought they were down. They're down now. Another builder. Well, his name isn't Bob, I'm guessing. Okay. We continue pushing our way in. Right, that appears to be, but they're both showing green. I don't know which way to go. That way. Got a little red star on the map. I choose to believe that the red star is showing me the way. Well, actually, we've got a computer terminal there. I am being raided. Hold on a sec. I will respond. Hopefully appropriately in just a sec after I remove these individuals. Hi, guys. There, they had the good manners to fall over. I see Cutting Class has raided me with a party of 15. Good evening. Presumably evening. Hi, guys. I am having a good time. I've just gotten started for the evening. I am currently actually... My message is wrong. I'm not going into the asylum, at least not yet. I'm in Cole's Tower. Really, Emperor, Tyrant, you got a bit of a bad rap. Hope everyone's Monday is kicking ass. I hope that Cutting Classes stream was awesome. Mine will almost certainly be a downgrade. But nothing by David Hasselhoff will, in fact, be played on this station. As for me, I have been playing this character an awful lot. I am keeping reasonably well as I can be, at my age. Yeah, you see, I'm of an age that I remember when David Hasselhoff was a thing, and even when he was a thing, he wasn't a thing. I don't remember who the comedian was. He did a bit, he was talking about how in network television so often you would see the evil twin syndrome, and certainly in comic books, you get the evil twin syndrome, and the only time it was believable was on Knight Rider, because Michael Knight's evil twin was just as bad an actor. That went through, right? Yeah, good. Knight Rider was one of the worst. This is a scrapper, and is now my highest level scrapper that I've got in the game. I'm pretty sure he's my highest level villain that I've got in the game. He's a claws regeneration scrapper. And he's like my third highest character I've got in the game. Back when the game was live, I never reached the cap. My highest level character was somewhere in the 40s when the game was live. Well, I was thinking it was looking pretty good. It's not really a top hat. I was really happy with his look until someone had the bad manners to point out that my supervillain here is, in fact, Kid Rock. And I'm willing to play a murderous, blood-loving, lunatic serial killer, but I draw the line at Kid Rock. I hope you understand. Reactor controls, okay. So, I'm going to have to, well, change his look at some point in the not-too-distant future. This is one of the private servers that, yeah, is licensed, that is officially recognized by NCSoft. The Homecoming Cluster. There are 5 servers. One of them's in Europe. The other 4, I think, are physically located in Canada. And after a few years of negotiations with NCSoft came to an agreement with these guys. And they're now an officially licensed, recognized fan server. And it's... I had given up hope. I knew that they had been investigating whether they could, get this kind of status. And at some point they asked us to stop streaming the game. And so I stopped streaming. I wanted to, honor the request. And then about, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago, they said, okay, you guys can go back to streaming. And I figured that meant, okay, well, I guess that means they and NCSoft can't come to an agreement. And I was wrong. 3 weeks ago, something like that? It was announced, much to my surprise and pleasure, that they had come to an agreement. Well, I mean, it's about of an era with KOTOR, certainly. If anyone notices that things are looking a little different, I'm using the cel-shaded graphics options. I think it gives it a more comic booky look that is appropriate. But if you've seen other people playing City of Heroes and it doesn't look quite like this, there's an experimental option in the graphics to turn on cel shading. And I'm not sure if I like it just because I like it, or if I like it because I used it in Champions Online as well. Yeah, I can show you. Give me a sec. Let me kill this so-called Mender. And it's pretty straightforward. Menu. Options. graphics and audio, and scroll down, and it's just a checkbox to enable the cell shader, and there are some options within the cell shader as well. Am I supposed to... Oh, that's what I was looking for. Controls. Yeah, I like it better. I certainly understand not everyone does. And of course, obviously they are objectively wrong. Just kidding. But I am objectively right. I've been really enjoying this archetype, the claws archetype, although technically in my case it's not really claws, it's more straight blades coming out. It's got good survivability. I haven't died yet on the character once, and it's interactive enough that you don't miss the fact that you don't have any auto attacks. That's 2. Wad. Hi, guys. Swing. Oh, well, there's a reason you would be feeling squishy on your blaster. Back in the day, there was a period where the game was often referred to as City of Blasters, because blasters were more fun, because DPS is fun. But when you died, instead of like losing experience like you would say in EverQuest, what you would do is you would gain XP debt. And so you might get 100 points of XP debt, and until you paid off the 100 XP, half of all the XP you earned would go into debt. And blasters were often referred to as being spec'd into XP debt because they were so glassy at the time. Swap to a pet class, a menace to everything that moves. Yep, that's not inaccurate. Some of the pet classes are a little more, are better at certain things than others of the pet classes, but they definitely have, I think, an advantage in survivability over a lot of the other stuff. Pardon the sudden volume of the thrumming from La Machines. My salvage is full? I'm going to have to do something with my salvage. From players who play a lot of pet classes, the general consensus amongst City of Hero players is that it's the best pet class ever. I don't think I'm good enough at it to actually tell. I don't make the best use of my pet classes, but my highest level character is, I believe, one of the masterminds. I have a demon summoning mastermind, Steve Constantine, John's cousin. I can't get any more salvage, so I'm going to have to do some crafting when I finish this mission. Yes, my understanding is if you really want to optimize Mastermind and pets, at some point you kind of have to look into macroing to get single commands to do things. To get the pets to do specific things for you when you want them to. And yeah, like any pet class, they're going to get stuck on stuff. They're going to be attacking the mob you don't want them to attack by default. That kind of stuff. No, macroing shouldn't be bannable. Yeah, in a lot of other games it would be. But in a lot of the older games like this or Star Wars Galaxies, for instance, had a very robust macroing system. And it was used for a lot of stuff, for grinding a lot of the in-game skills. You could if you had a friend who could do a certain kind of combat role, he could set that up to just run automatically, and you would macro a heal. And then you'd go away, and you'd come back in a couple hours, and you'd have maxed out a skill. Because you'd sit there healing the resource that he was spending to just continually do rolling. I have a box with the thing I'm looking for. Hopefully. Deal with Dominatrix. Oh my. Looking for Diabolique's talisman? Oh, don't look so hurt. I'm just teasing you a little. I could care less what you want to do with this trashy jewelry. What I care about is what you can do with me. Now, don't be having deviant thoughts. I just want to use you for my own gain. If you want this little trinket, then I'll give it to you, but in return, I want you to make it look like I didn't just hand it over. Just make sure it looks good. I want Michael to suffer mightily when the Emperor hears that his incompetence allowed his granddaughter to be injured and his property stolen. With any luck, Mr. Marauder will get reassigned somewhere like the Lambda sector, leaving the well-being of the Magisterium to pretty little me. Oh, I'm sure she's a very nice girl. Hit me, Red Rain Ripper, harder. She doesn't sound like a dominatrix. She sounds sort of like the other. That was very good, Red Rain Ripper. I'm impressed. As promised, here's the talisman. She's a little creepy. Now, if I were you, I'd hurry out of here. If Michael catches you, then I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to do much to stay his hand. After all, I'm just a delicate little girl who needs all these big, strong men around to protect me. I find that credible, and do not press F to doubt. Oh, wait. I totally press F to doubt. I have to get to the surface, fortunately. I have superpowers. It's helpful. Marauder is coming. He's big and... Whoa-ly shiznit! That was 1,524 damage he did with a single hit. Peeled off like 70 or 80% of my health. Ow! Just ow? More than that. Almost killed me outright. Okay. That was not great. But I survived. That part of it was great. I'm usually not one to brag, but that was pretty good on my part. A second or two longer and Praetor White would have crushed you like a grape. But enough about you. I'll look into the ensorcelment on this talisman and see if there's a way that I can release Diabolique, her spirit, before Serene can. Hopefully, that will quell the wrath of the Furies and put an end to all of this. I've got to hurry, Midnight. Back to Vanessa DeVore. She's over there. Yeah, okay. Fine. Yes. Yeah, he's big on blood. I can give you his character description. in character, of course. Ah, the red. Nothing compares to the flowing red. And when it flows, it simply demonstrates the power of my reign. And when the red reigns, so glorious, then truly, I am king. I tell you, you write something in someone's blood on the wall, and suddenly you're the Red Rain Ripper. Well, at least it's accurate. Yeah. Not actually Kid Rock, though. Okay, I just need to be that to be clear. You know, sometimes when I do a bad guy, I do something whimsical. Sometimes I do a bad guy and I do something that's nothing whimsical at all. Hi, Vanessa. You got the talisman. Thank the stars. I was monitoring Noble's mind during the attack, and I thought for a moment that there would be no coming back from that. And then Praetor White turned his attention to finding you in the tower. Noble managed to get out of the PPD HQ, but he lost a lot of good men doing it. Red Rain Ripper, their sacrifice is worth it. For the good of everyone, they gave their lives to put an end to Sorceress Serene's sinister machinations. I just hope that Noble will be able to forgive himself for leading those men to their fate. But for now, our attention needs to be focused on stopping Serene. We can grieve when this is all over. It's difficult for me to grow close to anyone, Red Rain Ripper. I have foreseen the moment of death for all I am forced to meet, except for you, except my own. But I have foreseen through you that when my time comes, you are near and I am in your thoughts, and that is comforting. Yeah, but if you're in my thoughts, dear, it's probably because I'm thinking about, where's my knife? Blood begets blood, Part 3, The Darkest Hour. Serene is aware of your efforts to stop her and has chosen to make her move. I'm sensing the enraged minds of the Talons of Vengeance surging this way, and just beyond our wards, the troubled thoughts of the apparitions press against our defenses, eager to possess new hosts. But don't worry, the apparitions aren't a threat. Yet. If I were Serene, the job of the Talons would be to tear down our wards, and then let the apparitions overwhelm us. I need you to make sure they do not succeed. I'm on it. But before we go to that, I need to do a little crafting to free up some salvage space. Because otherwise I'd be getting fat loot and I wouldn't be able to pick it up. And anyone who's ever had a full inventory in an MMO, so that would be pretty much anyone who's ever played an MMO, knows how frustrating that can be. Or an ARPG, for that matter. In fact, the only game I can think of... Good evening, Axel. The only game I can think of that doesn't have inventory limits, and it may have changed, Anarchy Online. Mercy Island. I don't remember where the crafting is, but it's got to be there somewhere, right? No, Kappa Diab. Because in Anarchy Online, you can put bags inside other bags. Well, that's the black market, so I could sell some stuff. But I wanted to do some crafting. Let's see. There's the university. Oh, conveniently located for my convenience. Yeah, I'm in Kappa Diab. I had to double check. I was like confused. What? No, isn't that where I went? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, good. All right, let's see what we can make. These are all inventions we have recipes for, and of course then the standards. What could we use? Well, we could use some endurance. I'm level 27, so level 30, that's a good place to make it. Endurance increases the endurance modification of a power. So in other words, if I were to look at my enhancements, say quick recovery is endurance modifications, and I can also throw some into stamina for even more endurance. And at that point, I probably won't have to worry about endurance for a while. So, looks like I've got enough stuff to make 2. I don't have the recipe. Wait, need and have. Okay, yeah, I should be able to make 2. Alright, so we've got our first couple of things. Quiet down there. Hush. What else do we need? Let's see. Self-resist. Enhanced damage resist. Yeah, let's see if we can make a damage resist. That would be nice too. That's damage increase. Defense buff, is that considered exactly what I'm looking for? Resilience, allowed damage resistance. Resist damage. So it's under R for resist. It's under R for resist damage. Level 30. I have enough to make 2. Well, we'll make 1. Oh. Yeah, well. Good. Instant healing. Another recharge would be nice on that. Recharge reduction, level 30. I have the mats. Nice. So that is now 6 minutes, down from 10 minutes and 50 seconds down to 6.5 minutes. Cool down on that. Focus. We've got accuracy pasted into all of those. Dull pain is not very interesting. Sure, another damage. Let's see, a couple of damage. Damage. Level 30. We can make 2. All right. Cool. All right. That ought to do us. We'll do a little more damage. We won't really have to spend as much time paying attention to our endurance for now. And that right there is a robot mastermind. I do have a robot mastermind. His name is Ed309. Extra credit to anyone who gets the reference. Should be over here. Yeah, it's over here. All right, where's the big glowy? There's the big glowy. And we are back to the first ward. So, Ed 309 would, of course, be the knock-on product after Ed 209. Ed 209 was the two-legged robot in RoboCop. Defend the Chapel of Enduring Light. So on the main server, I'm currently actually have moved this character off my main server onto one of the servers that are currently giving off extra XP. What do you need me to do? All right, let's get to work. Start mission. But on the main server where I have 50 characters, because I'm mental, I think I have all of the primary archetypes covered except for controllers. I only have a couple of controllers. Leveling controllers solo is difficult. Alright, they're coming. There's a defense mission, I think. Four wards to defend. What's that? Alright, those are wards. I guess that's wards here. Okay. Mistress Nadia. I don't know exactly what I'm doing here. Oh, I guess that was one that was defended. Gotcha. Alright, and Vanessa is fighting. I probably want to beat whatever Vanessa's beating up on. Hey, salvage, look at that. Alright, we're looking for the wards. Don't suppose they're on the map. They are. I suppose they're on the map. Hi, ladies. Don't. Just don't. Stop running away. Two wards defended. That's true. Real men don't look at the maps. Well, real old men do. I thought what real men didn't look at was explosions as they walk away. That's one more to go. Over yonder. We'll get back into... Defend the last ward. I thought I just did that. Okay. They added another ward. I'm pretty sure that's cheating. There were only 3 or only 4 of them before. Now there's a 5th. They didn't say anything about a 5th. I will give the City of Heroes crew full credit for knowing what the Gorgons are, or were, in mythology, unlike Dungeons and Dragons. The Gorgon sisters included Medusa. They were the snake-headed women. Snake-haired women? Yeah, whatever. Ah, Mr. Midnight. What a surprise. Betraying us all again, huh? Original D&D. Oh, that's just not going ideally. He's hitting really freaking hard. Original D&D, they had them confused with the Brazen Bulls, I think. Oh, he heals too? That's just cheating. Victory. Okay, well, lots of other mobs around. Vanessa DeVore has fallen. Doesn't matter. I already won. Unless that was a failure. But I think it was complete and successful. Yes, there's Vanessa DeVore. She didn't actually fall. She fell like on her butt, and she got up, and then everything was great. Hi, Vanessa. I'm sorry, Red Rain Ripper. My foresight never showed me this. I saw Midnight as a hero, and yet he was working with Serene this entire time. Now all my visions are suspect. Sorry. Or are they? Midnight did everything he could to acquire Diabolique's talisman to give it to Serene. Not out of vengeance, but out of some misplaced love. Perhaps it is this love that will ultimately lead to Midnight's redemption. I can't tell for sure. But I know that I will not give up on him. Okay, you're not necessarily the sharpest knife in the block. Part 4, Darkest Before the Dawn. Serene's abandonment of Master Midnight has exposed a weakness we can exploit. Master Midnight will doubtless wish to visit revenge upon her, but we cannot let him do that, for he would become one with the talons of vengeance. You need to confront Master Midnight and learn all you can from him about Serene's plan, and what she seeks to do with the talisman that he foolishly gave her. No doubt he did so in the hopes that Diabolique would be made his, but surely, after making dealings with her, he must have some idea of where to find Serene before it's too late. There must be some way to get inside Midnight's mansion, but with Cerulean dead, his magical portal is no longer at our disposal. Katie could do it. Of course! Katie Douglas! She has the ability to teleport anywhere she can see. While she's never been to the interior of Midnight's mansion, you have. Katie can read your mind as you imagine the mansion and then take you there. Of course, if anything happens to Katie while you're in there, you may never be able to find your way out again. I'll instruct Katie to aid you through the Seer network. I'm afraid that now, more than ever, her mind must remain safely inside that damnable prison. Any animosity she has toward you when all this is over, I ensure will be instead directed towards me. Well, we did kind of, imprison her in a psychic prison/hellscape. Or they confused him with the Basilisk, possible, but it actually, they said they were basically, that the Gorgons were shaped like a bull. They were bull-shaped and had the ability to turn people to stone with their breath. So, kind of a mix and match, really, I guess. But mind you, that was first edition Dungeons & Dragons. Second printing from you can't be serious, 45? No, sorry, 75. 45 years ago? 50 years ago? Almost 50 years ago? Too much years ago? I'm old. Yeah, almost 50 years. Holy shit. I believe it originally came out in 74, so the 50th anniversary for D&D is this year. I didn't get it until 75. Talk to Katie. I'm sure she's going to be genuinely and deeply amenable to my entreaties. Or possibly not, you know. Oh, she just poofed me. We're here, Red Rain Ripper. Thanks, Toots. Yeah, pretty forgiving of you. Defeat Master Midnight. Talk to KD to get transported back. All right, Master Midnight. You know, all of the mansions in City of Heroes look pretty much the same. So I'm guessing that basically they're sort of mass-produced and then dropped in location by psychic telekinetics. Or possibly helicopters. Hi, guys. Shing! Nope. Invention salvage found. Interlopers. They just want to axe me something. Master Midnight. Friends. I'm going to take a sec, back off, let my regen kick in and heal myself up. So, congratulations to all of you for surviving Monday. Always a difficult task for most people, given the amount of suck your average Monday supplies. Midnight. I'm coming to get you, Master Midnight. You dare defile my inner sanctum? I dare. Not quite sure why some of those guys ran off, but I'm glad they did. Oh, they're back. A shambling archmage. Talk to Master Midnight. Wait, please, don't kill me. I made a mistake. I realize that now. I bow to your superior power. I'm not going to kill you, Percy. No, I think we go with the other option. Give me one good reason I shouldn't end you. I know where Serene is. Keep talking or I'll assume you've got nothing worth saying. The forbidden crags are honeycombed with ancient caverns. Serene and Diabolique's old coven, the Ravenwing Cabal, used to conduct ceremonies in one of those caverns. It lies at a magical ley line knot, where there is great magical power. I can tell you exactly how to get there, but the place is going to be crawling with talons of vengeance. You should worry less about them and more about me. Please, I'll worry about the talons. You better leave town before I come back. Leave town? This town isn't big enough for the two of us? Let's go ahead and just to be on the safe side, give ourselves another respite. There we go. All right, that ought to do. 1.2 miles away. It's a good thing I'm in good shape. And have super jump. And let's face it, every game needs super jump. All of them. Wow. It would be better with super jump. Oh, I'm going into the bubble. Ah, the bubble has negative effects. Oh, like getting my feet wet. Oh, wet, squishy shoes. That's just the worst. Carnival of Vengeance? Haven't heard of them. Doomsayer cultists. In we go. The caverns thrum. See, I use that word all the time to describe the sound of the clickies in the game. Not a humming, a thrumming. With divine power, everything about this place fills you with boiling rage. It makes me so angry. The wrath of the Furies is growing in strength and must be stopped before it consumes everyone. Not too big a cave. Excellent. Nobody likes big caves. Evening, ladies. They hate it when you call them ladies. Oh, I missed. We close in. Sorceress Serene. Oh, more friends. Good evening. You're welcome to lurk, not lurk. However you want to. Enjoy, theoretically, the stream. Bad news. Knocked her down. Not a fan of taking on multiple waves at once. So I'll take a moment, gather my thoughts and my endurance and health. Are we there yet? Not quite. Oh, wow. Did I miss a turn, or is this going to wind around like berserk? Oh, it's just going to wind around all over the place. So this is going to take a while. Well, it is an old school game, and in old school games they're not too terribly shy about having the mobs run away. And not just, they're not shy about having them run away. They'll have them run away and come back with friends. Those sorts of mobs were referred to back in the proverbial day as baths. Bring a friend. I must have missed something somewhere. So not just were they more than happy to scurry away, they'd love coming back. Yes. Yeah, it's really particularly nice when they do that, isn't it? Oh, I guess I just took a wrong turn. That figures. Okay. Well, she'll be back. They can't resist me. Leroy, good choice. A friend of mine used to name his herald. He was playing a captain in Lord of the Rings Online, and his herald was named Senior Badpool. Which is also certainly a good use of the inescapable nature of them being idiots. Spin to win. Put a knockback to knockdown proc in him. Well, I tend to use, on my new characters, I get all of the free enhancements, the free damage enhancements, and one of those is a knockdown. I find that's occasionally very, very handy indeed. And this character, on the 7 button, has my only ranged attack, and it's also a knockdown, or knock up. And so it's really good for getting the runners, because if it doesn't kill them, it at least knocks them down most of the time. Don't let them interfere with the ritual. Ladies, ladies, don't worry about the ritual. Like her. Like that. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, knockback, especially a big knockback, can be very bad. You can aggro, or it can spread mobs out. You've got to be very careful with a knockback in particular, yeah. And I will note, as a Guild Wars 2 player, knockbacks are also awful in group events, because generally you want to bring all the mobs together and then everyone fires off their AoEs to do enormous amounts of damage to everything, except one guy knocked everything back right as everyone unleashed. And so all the mobs go bloop out of this enormous range of abilities and damage that does nothing because somebody pushed the wrong button. Knock things into the next group, go chase, and then either die or run back with all of them following. Yep, that sounds like classic pet behavior. Or NPC behavior in general. If it's an escort mission, you can count on that. Them either dying or bringing back the entire army. Let's see, left or right? I'm going to guess to the right, but these ones are probably going to insist on playing with me anyway. Ladies, you don't have to fight over me. Is that Celine? Get back here. There. Got within range of her. Is that Celine? My salvage is full again. I'm going to have to sell some of it, I guess. Stop Serene from summoning the Furies. Projection of Sorceress Serene. How am I supposed to hit her? The Mystic in the badge mission did that. She was hostage in the cake room. Oh, the cake room. Good God help us all. The cake room is a cave room with approximately 170 different levels on it. Freed immediately jumped over the side, aggroed everything on the way down. Yeah. What is she saying? I can't stop something. Well, I can't believe this is going to be this quick and easy, so... Destroy Sorceress Serene. Ah, fine. If you want a painful death, then so be it. Not really big on the painful death thing. Oh. Enough of this. The time has come for the Furies to be brought into this world. Megara, Tisiphone, and Alecto. Thanks to Tammy's talisman, the Furies will have a permanent anchor, an anchor that will also keep them chained to my will. And with the power of the Furies at my command, I will have my final vengeance. Rawr. Sadly, the current soul anchored to the talisman will be destroyed. Goodbye, Tammy Arcanus. Goodbye and burn in hell. Really, she's a very nice girl once you get to know her. Furies, I call to thee. I bind thee to this material world. Come forth with all your power and take this wicked soul before you as sacrifice. No! Diabolique, my love! I give my life for yours. Master Magic. No! You fool! Your meddling has ruined everything! Serene, you evil little... I can't read. I'm sure it's not like a swear word. You tried to sacrifice me, and you tell me... Oh, there we go. To burn in hell, shatter your soul into so many parts that every demon in hell will get a piece of you, I'm guessing. Where is she? She's out of range. Lovely. The Furies were to be mine to command. Mine! Somebody didn't get their way, and she's all crabby. How about I knock her down? Okay, she didn't get knocked down. The only reason you still live is because if not for you, I would surely have been destroyed. Thank you. The next time we meet, do not expect me to be so charitable. Okay, I'm going to exit quick because I almost got killed again. Character still hasn't been killed yet. Quite. Contact Vanessa DeVore. Raw. Boing. She landed a couple of late hits that they hurt quite a bit. Some kind of weird-ass rituals going on over there. I'm not worried about it. So, Celine bought the farm. Diabolique gave me a pass because I saved her life. I think she kind of digs me. I know Vanessa DeVore did. That's another level. That's level 28. Red Rain Ripper, thank the light you're alive. I feared the worst had happened when I sensed the power of the Furies emerging, and doubts began to creep into my mind. Nothing is certain anymore. My foresight has not seen this moment. How did you stop them in the nick of time? Vanessa DeVore listens to your account of the battle, enthralled with the mellifluous nature of my voice and my sterling tale-telling prowess. Made up the last bits. I see, so Midnight and Serene are dead, and Diabolique is even more powerful than before. Do not fret, Red Rain Ripper. A great catastrophe has been averted, and I know for a fact that Diabolique's ire will be directed towards a certain mutual foe, rather than against yourself or my Carnival of Light. Though this is a great moment, I do feel somewhat sorry for young Master Midnight. Only through an act of real love was he finally able to do the right thing and save the woman he obsessed over. In the end, his heroic act, first step towards redemption, cost him his life. And that really is a tragedy. Who is our mutual foe? I don't know. It just says a mutual foe in yellow. I'm not sure. Could be Cole, Marcus Cole, the Emperor called Tyrant. Yeah, which is, I mean, that sounds a bit much. I doubt actually, a tyrant. Mistress Marie. Red Rain Ripper, you have arrived. Well, I've been here a while. I kind of saved everybody, I'm kind of a big deal. I've been asked with resolving the issue of the woman known as Katie Douglas. We will make sure that she is not lost to the world like so many others were. Okay. Means and Ends, Part 1, Past Debts Due. Red Rain Ripper, it is time to do things left undone in Sorceress Serene's wake. I think we can both agree that the first thing we should do is release poor Katie Douglas from the Seer Network. She will need a familiar face to regain her bearings, and I think you would do well to be the one to release her. Sure. Good. I only hope that once released, she is willing to help me study some strange psychic disturbances I've been sensing. First Ward has always had strange psychic activity, especially with the Carnival of the Vortex, with the arrival of the Vortex, or possibly the Carnival of the Vortex. I don't know. Maybe there's a carnival in the Vortex. But this is both familiar and strange at the same time. That these disturbances started following Sister Serene's death cannot be a coincidence. I will continue looking for a pattern in these disturbances, but I could certainly use Katie's help. Right. So first things first, we have to train up to become more powerful, more mighty. And again, the Hamadon thing. I don't know if this ever gets done on these servers or not. Granted, I am on one of the less populated servers, so it's far less likely to get done over here. Tripping balls. I'm currently on, I think, Indomitable. I think 2 of the servers are on base XP. One of them is on plus 50%. And 2 of them are on plus 100% XP. And so because you can move, I think, 5 characters a week from servers. I've moved one of my characters over to the extra XP server for leveling up purposes. Ah, played City of Heroes when you were just a stripling, were you? Ward is no place for the untrained. Agreed. So, train me, Daddy. Okay, that sounded wrong. Well, revive. Should you fall in battle, you can revive yourself from the brink of death. You'll revive with most of your hit points and half your endurance and be protected from XP debt for 90 seconds. You'll also have 15 seconds of immunity to most damage. That sounds impressive. Shockwave. A shockwave of focus power that can travel a short distance. Shockwave travels in a wide arc in front of you, dealing moderate damage and possibly knocking back foes. We just talked about knockback. I'm going to go with revive. There's my revive. Wahahaha. Now I can't even be killed. Well, I can be, but I'll have time to remedy the situation. Mission. Release Katie Douglas. Well, the last time Katie Douglas was in there and I needed her help, all I had to do was walk in. Somehow I doubt that's the case this time. I jump through the air with the greatest of ease. The air in here is absolutely freezing. It's so cold. I mean, you could hang a clothes hanger off my nipples. Should I have said that? Probably not. Something's very wrong, Red Rain Ripper. Well, yeah, I can tell. When isn't there always something terribly wrong? Hey, that kind of hurt. Tens of thousands, millions. Something clearly wrong here. I can't pick Katie's mind out of it all. You must find the source of all of these memories. Thanks for the memories. Yeah. You see, my character doesn't like fighting these apparitions. They don't... You cut them, the red doesn't flow. And where's the joy in that? I think the login has the information. I know Excelsior does not have XP bonus. Everlasting, which is my primary server, does not. Indomitable definitely has extra 100% XP. I think, is it Reunion? The European one, I think, has 100% XP. And the one I'm leaving out has 50% bonus XP. Basically, the larger, more full servers don't have the XP bonus because they're trying to encourage new players to go to the less populated servers. But you can move characters, I believe it's 5 times a week. You can move a character from one server to another, and it's really straightforward. You're welcome. I can't help myself. I keep doing the sound effects. That is an awful lot of dudes. Although, the terror in reality is the only thing I can target. Doesn't seem to be fighting back. But I'm assuming that a terror in reality is generally something bad. Yes, sealing those tears in reality is silencing the memories of the dead. Close them all and I can figure out where Katie is and what happened in here. Well, ideally, I can close the tears in reality and not fight every single mob in the joint. I don't see any tears in here. This way? No. Close the door. Close the other tears in reality. Oh, well. I will not be walking past these guys without getting their full attention. Alright. These give my character no pleasure, these fights. No blood. What's the point in being a terrifying, serial murdering, blood-loving freak if you're fighting apparitions that don't bleed? A dispersed impression. Missed. And a pinch to grow an inch. We haven't found a second tear in reality unless there was one back in the... there we go. The big green glowy I think would have been tough to miss. So this one's higher level. Tear in reality. missed. You know, you go through that big build-up where you do a spinning somersault in midair and then you whiff. It's just a little disappointing, you know? Nope, that way's closed off. Plus fights. See, the big spin, the flip, you want to at least hit, you know? It's so anticlimactic if you put a big spin in and then either a horizontal spin or a vertical spin and you miss. It's just disappointing. Looking for tears in reality. Okay, looks like he didn't aggro. Good, good. We have another tear in reality. I can't sense Katie or any of the other seers, Red Rain Ripper. Okay, well that's probably not good. Get to the network interface and see if you can find out what happened to them. They've been getting fucked over big time. First of all, Mother Mayhem, known as Mother Praetor Tilman, carves off parts of their psyche, their soul, to make them more pliant. And then those bits and pieces of soul are attaching themselves to people and taking them over, and it's just messed up. It's all kinds of messed up. You access the controls for the Seer network. The display blinks the number 0.00% under the word capacity. Katie and the rest of the Seers appear to have simply disappeared, and in their place it seems apparitions and those tears in reality formed. Query location of Seer 1381 Katie Douglas. The network displays a spinning 5-pointed Praetorian star. Not very subtle. For approximately 2 seconds before returning an error. Query complete. Seer 1381 is no longer linked to the network. Query. Time of departure from network for Seer 1381. Network displays a spinning 5-pointed Praetorian star for approximately 5 seconds before returning the following message. Subject, Seer 1381. Name, Katie Douglas. Status unknown. Departure unknown. Notes. Diagnostic required. Unable to receive signal from subject Seer 1381. Possible maintenance failure. All links to network Seers as of this timestamp have failed. The timestamp appears to be only several minutes old. The network displays a spinning 5-pointed Praetorian star for about 12 seconds before giving out more information. As you read it over, you hear an odd voice in the distance. Key, you won't find Katie Douglas that way. Who's there? Oh, that's creepy. A goat-faced dude? Ki-yi-yi! I am Whispering Coyote, Blind Makwa's spirit companion. Ki-yi-yi! Yeah, saying Ki-yi-yi feels like I'm talking to a baby. Ki-yi! The barriers between the worlds has grown weak. The Netherworld is merging with the First Ward to create the Night Ward. If it continues, then disaster will befall everyone. Ki-yi-yi! First, you must rescue Katie Douglas. She is the key to it all. I will guide you through the Night Ward to her. A tear is opening now. You must go through it and trust me. Ki-yi-yi! I can't trust anyone who says ki-yi-yi. Really. Just be careful. The drudges are here. I suppose I don't have much of a choice. Okay. I'm going through a reality tear, everybody. Release Katie Douglas from the Seer network. Go with Whispering Coyote. Oh. Watcher Thorn. I don't know who he is. Not a fan. He attacked me from behind. Kind of a dick move. Well, there's Whispering Coyote, Mr. Ki-yi-yi himself. We have a patrolman. The drudges, these things are called. Oh, that's interesting. Got a floating sort of Victorian light in the room over there. A lantern light. Spirit guide. These suckers hit pretty hard. A hooded lantern. And for the record, Coyote guy isn't helping at all. What good are you? Oh, you're going to lay down. That's nice, Whispering Coyote. You have yourself a little lay down. Maybe, I don't know, lick your balls. To be fair, if I could, yeah, maybe. Well, there's the old joke. Two guys sitting watching a dog. The dog's licking his balls. One guy goes, you know, I wish I could do that. The other guy goes, I'd pet him first. Yeah, running away? Don't think so. Patrolman Drudge. Oh. We've got another of the hooded lanterns. Whatever the hell that's supposed to be. More spirit guides. Stop with the hits. The big hits. They're not fun. That's fine. If you want to do the big build-up and then miss, I'm good with that. I can smell another. Hey, that's not fair. I showered. Patrolman. And another one of the lanterns. First of all, thank you very, very much, Claire's Praetor, for the subscription. That's very, very kind. Thank you very, very much. I'm also expressing surprise because the alert worked. My alerts haven't been working for like a week. I've checked. Everything seems to be configured, and that worked. You fixed the problem. Thank you. And also thank you for the subscription. Very, very kind. Very generous. A little late to the party. Feel the same way when you're... Yeah, the grenade misses. Well, yes. New words? Which ones? Was I swearing creatively again? It is something I'm good at. Perhaps it was the identity of the fates as Alecto, Tisiphone, and Megara? That was a good one. Other favorite words of mine are chthonic, which means pertaining to the underworld, and philtrum, which is the name of the two little lines that run down from your nose to your upper lip. That's the philtrum. And I gotta say, that's maybe my favorite. Non-obscene word, to be fair. said a word that started with a P and sounded cool. Now, damn it, I want to know what I said. Because I want to sound cool more often. Historically, I did have a really large vocabulary. But half the time I say stuff, I don't remember what it was I said immediately after saying it. Right, these lanterns are getting on my nerves. Now I'm trying to come up with words that start with P and sound cool. Well, we've already gained a 10th of a level just beating the crap out of things in this mission. I ain't gotten paid for my last 17 shifts. This is rubbish. That's the lantern talking, by the way, not one of the people. That's the lantern complaining about not getting paid. Dude, I understand your frustration. I suggest you stop fighting me and fight the man. All right, Katie Douglas. Looking for Katie Douglas. Uh-huh. Can't get in there. Sniff, sniff. You smell that? Are they smelling me? But I'm clean. I promise. Well, I mean, I smell like blood, but that's only because, you know, killing people. More lanterns. An interesting mob type, to be sure. Lanterns. Kind of up there with the hostile ribbons you fight in Path of Exile. I think that's Katie there. I wonder if she's barred the door. That's a really old guy joke. Did I lose the goddamn coyote someplace? Go with Whispering Coyote to... I lost the coyote. I have to find the goddamn coyote now. I didn't notice I'd lost him. This is frustrating. There he is. Come on. It's like an escort quest, only stupider. All right. Katie Douglas, wake up. Red Rain Ripper is here to rescue you. What the hell happened? Red Rain Ripper? I don't even know where this place you found me is, but... Okay, the spirit realm? Are you friggin' kidding me? We'll talk about this later, Red Rain Ripper. Get me out of here. Well, okay, I'll get you out of here. I'll click the exit button. Always seems to work. That's very tentacular of you. Okay. For a second, it looked like a bird with tentacles, which was a little confusing, but no, it's an octopus with tentacles. You know, birds could have tentacles too. Not sure they could fly with tentacles, though. I don't think they could flap fast enough, to be sure. Anyway, back to Mistress Maria. Well, birds and octopi both have beaks. Life on Earth would be the answer to what kind of Lovecraftian horror am I talking about. But her emotes. She emoted a tentacled octopus. I have not tried Minecraft. I have played certain survival games these days which have similarities to it. I played a little bit of Enshrouded, which has a bit of a Minecrafty vibe to it, but I have not played Minecraft. I didn't even play Minecraft Dungeons, and that's kind of in my wheelhouse. Means and Ends, Part 1, Past Debts Due. You did it! I can sense Katie's mind once more, but the spirit world is merging closer to our own with every heartbeat, Red Rain Ripper. I spoke with Blind Makwa, and according to him, Whispering Coyote believes that the secret to stopping the transition lies within the Midnight Mansion. Well, now it seems we have recovered our means to return there, assuming Katie is willing to help. Well, it's certainly a significantly successful game. I don't remember how much Mojang was sold to for Microsoft. I think it was more than $1 billion. Which for a game that was coded by one guy, at least initially, that's a pretty good return on his time. Well, and there are a number of others that are coming or have come as well. I got invited to Nightingale, which is a game I am significantly interested in. I got invited to the beta test 90 minutes after the beta test ended. So, didn't get to play that. But that's another one that has survival and combat and making stuff in a more or less Minecrafty way. And that's similar to a degree also with, say, Valheim, or probably to a lesser degree with V Rising. You need to talk to Katie and get into the Midnight Mansion so we can find a way to reverse whatever is happening. I only hope the Midnight Masters fell when Percy Winkley... Master Midnight was named Percy Winkley. And that explains a lot, really. Otherwise, that place will be filled with hostile sorcerers, though who knows what effects his death might have had on them. What am I looking for? Finale. With midnight's passing comes a new dawn. We don't quite know, but the mansion holds the single greatest remaining collection of magical knowledge that we're aware of. If there's a way to reverse this, it will be found in there. All right, back to Katie. I do need to get back and play more Enshrouded. I've been caught up the last couple of days, outside of streaming anyway. Getting ready for the last Epoch launch in a little over 2 weeks. So playing a little LE, trying some stuff out. That's on the 21st. That launches. Katie appears to be heavily preoccupied as you approach, but then looks to you expectantly. I know. You need me to take you to the Midnight Mansion so we can find a way to stop our world from turning into whatever that place was and whatever those things were. Ugh, so gross. Katie makes a dramatic gagging sound. Something like... to accentuate her displeasure at her brief trip to the Netherworld and her horrific encounter with its denizens, the Drudges. Well, that explains Matt Drudge. Listen, about the network. I get it. You did it for my own good. Katie pauses and reflects. All of our good, really. But I still don't have to like it. I know you make tough choices every day, but I'm still trying to catch up to all the choices that were stolen from me. So this is my choice. I'm going to help you get into the mansion so you can help the world, but that's my choice. Katie studies you as her words sink in. I don't want to owe anyone anything, Red Rain Ripper, so after this, consider us even. Sure. Let's go. Poof. And like that, I'm gone. You materialize inside the Midnight Mansion, but already you can tell that something has gone terribly awry. Every place I go, something has gone terribly awry. Why doesn't anything ever go terribly aright? Fine. Search the Midnight Mansion for answers. What do we got? We got Fireball, Lightning Storm, Cloud of Ice. Seems as if the spells themselves have come to life. I'm beating up a cloud of ice. I shouldn't be fighting ice. It should be in my glass. Chilling a delicious adult leisure beverage. That's what ice belongs. Okay. I'm searching for answers. Fighting the elements themselves. So, sort of. Oh, he's running away. The lightning storm is afraid of me. I'm not sure how that works. We've got somebody in there. Those are drudges. Montague Castanella. He is one of the bigwigs in the Midnight Squad, or the Midnighters, whatever they are. They are a collection of heroes and villains fighting magical threats. He's at the university in Steel Canyon, is where he normally hangs out. Oh, nice. I like big crits and I cannot lie. Sorry. Well. All right, Montague Castanella. Why is he healing like that? He should not be healing like that. That's unfair, and I would like to complain. Montague? Oh, that's an undead Montague Castanella, it looks like. One thing about if you do choose to run City of Heroes in cell shading, the portraits on characters will not always look right. So I'm not sure if he actually looks undead or if it's an error in the cell shading. Sometimes they can show up with blank faces, and I don't mean like they're not interested, like they're bored. I mean blank faces, or occasionally even without a head, which they probably find disturbing. Who are you? How did you breach the mansion's defensions? I'm Red Rain Ripper, and it wasn't easy. I gathered it wasn't. Oh, I do apologize for my rather horrifying manner and appearance, good sir. It appears that my physical body has been, well, reanimated, and I'm rather unsure of exactly how or why. You see, the last thing I can clearly recall is being betrayed and murdered by one of my colleagues, and now, well, now there is the chaos of the magic in this place going absolutely, completely mad. I don't suppose you can shed some light on the situation. I'm afraid I just got here myself, but I can tell you that Master Midnight is the guy who betrayed you and killed you and raised you from the dead and enslaved you, and he sacrificed himself to save the woman he obsessively loved from going to hell. He's now dead. She got away. The woman who was doing it to her is also dead. That threat is over, but there's a whole new threat. And did I miss anything? Most perplexing. Pretty much every spell woven into this place has become... He pauses for a few moments to select the right words. Well, having actually conversed with them, I wouldn't call them intelligent. They act more like children. The facts are that this place is in absolute chaos. And before I can fix anything, I need to know what in blazes has happened. Firstly, and most importantly, where's that traitor Percy Winkley? And how is it that the whole of the Midnight Squad appears to have been transformed into reanimated corpses? I explain everything to him as I just explained it to him and you. Takes a few moments to process all this before he forces himself to let out a heavy sigh. That's my impersonation of a heavy sigh. Then my theory has come to pass. The fabric between worlds has been frayed, and the realms of the living and the dead are merging. Red Rain Ripper, this is both exciting and frightening, depending on your stance on magic, but understand this, the rules governing life and death are no longer as clearly defined as they once were. If you are indeed aiming to restore the balance and undo the damage done, then I would be honored to lend you my expertise. Very well. It would be wise for your friend Katie to return when she came. I cannot guarantee her safety here inside the Midnight Mansion until we've dealt with these Animus Arcana, or living spells, if you prefer. See Katie off, and then we can discuss things further in the mansion grounds. I'd like to show you exactly where and what we're dealing with. I'll meet you in the mansion grounds then, after I talk with Katie. Oh, Katie. Katie? Downstairs. We'll leave a couple of the Animus Arcana wandering around. Hi, Katie. How you doing? Katie looks at you with anticipation. So, are we done here or what? We're done, Katie, but I'm staying. Katie gives you a perplexed look and starts to speak, but then catches the reasoning in your mind. Right. I guess I don't owe you anything more, so we're done and you're staying. I'll be off. The slightest hint of a frown quickly replaced by a smile as Katie nods her agreement to your decision. See you around, Red Rain Ripper. Just, don't get yourself killed, okay? Definitely, she digs me. Take care, Katie. And now I'm in the Night Ward. Which I guess is the World of the Dead version of the first ward. Except it looks better. Less damaged, not, like, completely destroyed and fucked up. Although it does have the really big vortex overhead. And the mansion is elevated. Looks much cooler, actually. Well, except I presume for the residents, this version of the first ward well, it's mostly better. That looks like ruins over there, so maybe it's not all better. But this part looks better. Let's go talk with Montague. I have earned a badge. House Hunter and Midnight Squad badges. That's Severius. And there's Montague. New contact. And a bunch of XP. Wow, that was like half a level? If I had to hazard a guess, you're probably the only ally of the Midnighters at this time. My memories are hazy, but slowly returning. And the nightmares I recall have made new friends for Percy and the Midnighters. Such villainy in that boy, but so much potential. I don't know what transpired within his soul, but I believe he is somehow responsible for these spells. I just can't figure out how yet. First things first, I'd like to retake the mansion back from these Animus Arcana and restore a semblance of order here. The mansion's doors are open to you. The Midnighters need your help with this. What's your plan? Red Rain Ripper, I'm looking forward to working together. They all say that. All the good guys say that they're looking forward to working with me. It's great. I get to use my knives. The red flows. And they thank me for it. It's the best deal ever. Ask about available missions. Where even death may die. Part 1, Death, a novel idea. As with any problem, we need to first identify exactly what we're dealing with before we can proceed with any confidence. Pardon the yawn. I'm going to stand up for a sec. Stretch out. Run a lap around my chair. There we go. I'm pushed. I'm exhausted. There is a tome that may contain answer to this equation. It's called Tremaine's Manual of the Dead. Is that the one they had in Beetlejuice? While the manual was within the hidden vault in this very mansion, it also protected by many and varied magical wards, which now, as you can imagine, Animus Arcana and quite uncontrollable. I know this drill. I retrieve the manual. You read it. Retrieving the manual will not be so simple. Tremaine's manual is itself warded and protected by many spells. If you can find it, you will need to circumvent those mystical protections before the book can be safely recovered. Of course. And in we go. You become keenly aware that the magical defenses of the Midnight Mansion's mystical vault are aware of you, and they want to kill you. Really? But they don't even know me. I'm not so bad once you get to know me. Well, I mean, other than the fact that I think I'm a god and I live for shedding of blood. Is that bad? It might be bad. Huh? Yeah. Tisk tisk. Never try to sneak up on the omniscient. What said that? Crystal ball. Do you know why witches can't have children's? 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 Do you know why witches can't have children? Because their husbands have Halloweenies and crystal balls. Thank you. Never mind. Let's pretend I didn't say anything, okay? Good call. That was a joke I heard when I was a kid. As you might expect, given the quality of the joke. Get out of the falling snow. We've got another crystal ball over there, and that thing hit pretty hard. If you could stop snowing on me, sir. Let my regen take advantage of a moment's break to heal myself all the way up before we wade into another crystal ball. Hi there. Forbidden knowledge. Oh, no healing. Stop that. That's forbidden. You don't need to be healing. Please don't. Well, I finished them all at the same time. That was nifty. Fireball, fireball, ball of light. Are you hiding, friends? And up here, fireball, ball of light, and lightning storm. Hi. Hello. Here, let me help you. He says, let me help you, but I don't think that's actually what he's going to help. He says, I like you. I like helping others. I like you. And yet, you attack me. I don't need friends like you. I have chosen poorly. This is not the right way. Nobody likes it when you choose wrong. Now, this room is wrong also because it's a dead end. And this is presumably the correct way. The lightning storm may be draining my endurance, as that's what electricity does in the game. Also, it doesn't help that I forgot to turn off super jump. Oh! An animated staff! Spin round. Hit you hard. Fireball down. Ball of light down. So many of my fights are against things that don't bleed, and my character doesn't like fighting things that don't bleed. Where's the fun in that? First it was apparitions, and now it's, I guess for lack of a better word, it's elementals. Look at that, another biped looking for someone to lean on. I'm not here for your magic, you big goober. I don't need your magic. I just need my knives. Yeah, I agree. I do like the weirdness. But one thing one issue I have with this and also with the apparitions is, from a tactical point of view, seeing what's going on is a little uncomfortable in a not fun way. But yeah, visually, the stuff is inventive. Got him. He tried to run. Can something run away if it has no legs? If a fireball goes and takes off in that direction, is it running away? It can't run. No matter how fast a snail moved, we wouldn't say it was running. At least I wouldn't. No, I certainly hold that the whole Cryptic team did an amazing job on this game. Okay. Retrieve Tremaine's Manual of the Dead. Well, that's it. Must be an important book. They just left it out here in the middle. Wonder whose skull that is. The spells placed upon the book appear to be missing. Snatch the manual or proceed with caution. Let's go with caution. You look over the book and realize that the magical spells in place to defend it are hiding and waiting for you to try and pick up the book. Wait to pick up the manual until I am ready. Oh, okay. I guess I'm ready. Where is it? Get back here. Up. And now fire. I have no idea how many Guardians I'm going to have to defeat. Is that it? Are we done here? We appear to be done here. You have defeated the Guardians and can now claim Tremaine's Manual of the Dead. Why does it say that in quotes? Did somebody say that? You've claimed the Manual of the Dead. It consists of a single page with one line. Just be dead. That's how you become dead. That's all you need to know if you're dead. Just be dead. Pretty sure that's all it needs. Sort of like Just Do It. Only not Nike. Montague? He looks dead too. Oh, there's a merit vendor in here. Unexpected. Midnighter Supply Master. Huh. There's even a trainer. Severius is the trainer. Oh, okay. Cool. Where Even Death May Die. Part 1. Death. A novel idea. You've recovered the manual? Excellent. Within its pages, we can determine what wickedness is at hand here. I'll have some answers for you in a few hours, and more than likely need of your help once again. In the meantime, I've discovered something of interest that I think might solve our problems with these Animus Arcana. We're making great progress, but we can't let up now. I knew this would be a wildly successful venture together, and I'm grateful to be part of it. I've been studying the magical wards around the Midnight Mansion, specifically the points where the magic shattered and gave intelligence to the Animus Arcana, and what I found was interesting. There's a definite pattern at work here. Every point where the spells broke free and gained a spark of life was a spell lain down by Percy Winkley. From what I gather, when he died, the spells he wove into the mansion's main ward reacted in a way I don't fully understand. Ultimately, Percy's death gave them life. If we could return Percy Winkley to life, then perhaps the Animus Arcana would revert back to their previous state. Or at the very least, perhaps Percy could instruct us in how to get them under control. And how am I supposed to do that? My necromancer is in another game. When Percy died, like any other living being, his soul journeyed to the netherworld. Whispering Coyote will know how to track him down. If we are to return Percy to even a semblance of life, we cannot do that without his soul. Out into the night ward. Mistress of Fate. The tunnel connection. I need to use the tunnel. Oh, it's conveniently close. Shining Patrol. I guess those are the equivalent of... Oh, Shining Portal, Mistress. Got it. Take me back to Mercy Island. Where I can maybe make some more stuff. Sell some more goodies. Because my salvage inventory is full. But first, we'll see. We can't sell a bunch of our enhancements. Can we sell to them? No, we can't. But we can sell to the quartermaster, who's right here. Took me a second to remember. Okay. Right. Vault. Legacy special. So event stuff, incarnate stuff. 150 out of 150. Legacy and special. Got it. And I know that you can make a good amount of money by taking the reward merits and changing them in for, I think, the enhancement converters, and then selling those on the auction house for somewhere in the vicinity of almost $1 million per 15 reward merits. Vault reserve. Personal invention. Salvage. I didn't know this was a thing. Huh. Thank you. I had no idea. I can just drag it across. Thank you very much. Ooh, a lament box. For those of you not familiar with the lament box, that is the lament configuration from Hellraiser. The puzzle box that, you know, opens up a tiny little portal to hell. Okay, so these... So I get it. So the stack size matters here. Got it. All right. Used to be you needed to go to a vault like the one in Cap next to the uni. Well, this is a huge quality of life difference from that, obviously. Well, this will allow me to put off trying to deal with it for a little while. Because I am nothing if not great at putting off stuff. Really. I'm world class at procrastination. I actually won a medal for procrastination. I haven't gotten around to picking it up yet, though. Maybe next week. Cool. Okay, that's good. That's very useful. I am going to call it here for the evening. Set up here so that I can swallow some XP buffs when I start up my next session, which will most likely be tomorrow at the usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Middle of the night in Europe. I want to thank you guys, as always, very, very much for hanging out with me. I hope you had a little bit of fun and entertainment. I'm still having fun with this character, and I'm doing quests I've never done before. Or if I did them, I did them 15 years ago or whatever when the game came out and have no memory of them. So that's cool for me. I'm having fun with this character. The character is pretty quickly going to be my highest level character. And I've streamed his entire existence, which is kind of cool. So I should be back tomorrow at the usual times again. Thanks a lot, guys, for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. It does matter. Having an active chat, having, people here, it just makes, I think, me a better streamer. It makes the stream better. I appreciate the sub that we got this evening from Claire's Prettier and Cutting Classes Raid. 15 people, and a lot of whom hung out, I think, at least for a while. I'm back tomorrow. I hope the rest of your Monday night goes great. It's early in the week, so I'll give my same standard, usual imploration that I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. I'm back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great night tonight. Take care. Ciao for now.